What is up, YouTube? It is Doc here, Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another GodFall video for you all today. Now, before I get into what all this video is going to be about, I do want to say that come tomorrow, there will be a very special video dropping. So all of you definitely are going to want to stay tuned to the channel for that one. It's going to answer a lot of questions that I feel like people have been curious about when it comes to the new expansion, the free update, and so much more. So that's all I'm going to say right now, but definitely tune in to tomorrow's video because it's going to be a big one and it's going to be an important one. But now that I got that out of the way, let's actually hop into what all of this video is going to be about. And it's going to be all about prepping for the Fire and Darkness expansion and the free Lightbringer update. We are now officially 2 days away before the update drops, and there's so much that I think a lot of people still might want to do and prepare before the update actually comes out. So, like I always say, without wasting any more of y'all's time, let's actually just hop straight into this info. So first and foremost, one of the things that I think a lot of people might want to start prepping for is their build changes. Now, I won't go into 100% why, but we were recently shown some of the new enemy types, the Flame Blood, and what they all consist of. And from what we saw, there are a lot more airborne enemies with this tribe in game. Now, what does that mean? You might want to start messing around with some of your shield abilities, which I feel like a lot of people don't utilize enough, or some abilities that allow you to throw some of your weapons, because some of these aerial enemies might only be able to be taken down with certain abilities and weapons. Similar to how each realm has very distinct enemy types, whether it's the Nyack that are all about their electric attacks and stuns, or whether it's the Abyssians of the Water Tribe that are all about their corruptions and knockdowns, or the Earth Realm enemies that are all about enraging, healing, protecting, and more. And when it comes to the new Flame Blood tribe that's coming in the new Fire and Darkness expansion, it is no different. It is a whole new enemy faction with a whole new sets of abilities and ways to take them down. So you might want to start prepping ahead of time for how you're going to take down some of these brand new enemy types in game. So get to looking at those builds and skill grids or some of those weapons and trying to figure out ahead of time how you're going to take down some of these new aerial enemies in game. Now, moving on to the next thing that people should have been doing is leveling up your Ascension levels and your Ascension abilities. For some, they may not think it makes a difference, but Ascension levels and Ascension abilities make a whole lot of a difference. And when it comes to some of the most recent comments we just got from the technical producer in an interview, the Fire Realm is going to be much more challenging than any of the other realms to date. The dev said they wanted players to feel challenged when going into this new realm and not feeling overpowered because of all the stuff that we've been grinding essentially. So you're definitely going to want to level up your builds, your weapons, your Ascension levels, and so much more, because it might not be a walk in the park for some players. Now that actually kind of segues us into our next topic, which is level up your gear ahead of time. Now we do know there's going to be some new loot coming into the game, but I'll touch on that a little later. But considering some of the new enemies and challenges coming to the new expansion, you might want to start leveling up your gear or farming out some more of those primal items so that you can have a pretty stacked build come the new expansion and the new in-game mode. And speaking of the new in-game mode, this is something some players are probably going to start doing right now all the way up until the launch, and that's farming resources. We know that we're going to be getting brand new items in the game called Cursed Loot, and if it's anything like all the other loot in the game, you're going to want to level up those items. And the only way to level them up is with resources. So whether it's resources from the open world, resources from the Dreamstones, you might want to get grinding because there's a lot of new items coming to the game, and you'll probably need a lot of resources to level them up. So definitely get to grinding on farming those resources again, whether it be from some of the open world activities, Dreamstones, or even the Ascended Towers of Trials. Go farm as many resources as you can, because I know you are all going to want to level up those brand new pieces of loot. Now, moving on to the last topic, which is honestly kind of a personal preference, but I do suggest you leveling up your main to max. Whether it's getting all of your augments in order, leveling up all your augments, your weapons, abilities, things like that. Not saying you're not going to want to mess around with other Valorplates, because you definitely will want to when the new update drops. But when you come into the new game, you probably are going to want to start with your max level Valorplate. Whether you're a crit player, a healer, a support, a tank, level up those Valorplates so when you start up the new game, you will be ready to go into some of these more challenging activities. But again, like I said, it is personal preference. You can honestly hop into the game with any Valorplate you want to, and when the new expansion comes out, you're definitely gonna want to mess around with multiple Valorplates. But my own personal preference for when the new expansion drops, I'm gonna be going in there with my max leveled Valorplate. But those are just some tips and tricks that you all should be doing right now to prepare for the Fire and Darkness expansion and Lightbringer update coming in 2 days. And there's still so much more information that I probably should leave in this video, but I'm going to be saving it till tomorrow. Again, definitely stop by the channel tomorrow because there's going to be a massive video that you are all not going to want to miss, where I got to sit down and speak with the senior technical producer of GodFall, and we chatted all things expansion, questions, and so much more. So again, definitely stop by the channel tomorrow if you want to check out that interview. And like always, whenever a new expansion or new update for GodFall drops, you know I will be streaming it. So come August 10th when the update drops, I will be streaming it on PS5, but since matchmaking is in the game, I'll be able to play with other players, and PS4 crossplay is available as well. So if you want to hop in potentially on one of my games, definitely join the Discord. Like I always say in all my videos, we have LFGs, we talk about builds, talk about upcoming content and other video games all together in that Discord. So if you haven't joined it, link to it is in the video description. Stay tuned for the live stream on Tuesday, August 10th, if you are all wanting to join up as well, or just see what the new update has to offer. I'll be answering some of your questions there. We'll be talking about the new update, what I think about it, and so much more. So definitely don't miss out. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. So thank you all for watching. Like always, be sure to leave a like if you liked the video. If you didn't, still leave a like. And other than that, I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Peace.